That's about right. Okay. So, as y'all know, my doll, I'm going to gently remove her wig. I'm going to list her wig and a couple others on eBay. If y'all want them, they will be available. Because, honey, I am going to do old school like I used to do in the beginning. I have my synthetic hair extensions. These, mine do not have the little short hair wefts, so it's all long. We have two colors, and I like this hair. The quality is definitely better, and it's giving, as you, so many people say. How is it I'm always forgetting something? It's crazy. Mm, all right. So I'm going to set the hair aside first. Yes, this is two different colors. Okay, and they blend perfectly well. Set that aside. Oh my god. We got this little fuzzy creature feature. Mm. Okay. Turn that over. That doesn't mean anything. Okay. So I'm going to remove her accessories. Okay, I'm removing her shoes. All right. So, time to take off her wig. Let me grab my glasses. And then I have my tools. So, the lips, as you can see, are very orange. There, do not disturb. All right. Plate. Yes, I need my Q-tips. Okay. Let me see all my colors I need. There we go. All right, we're gonna go with that and that. And I think those are pretty much all the colors I need. Let me get a little bit of this brown. Okay. Now, first things first, I'm going to remove her wig. Now, this is the type of videos I would do when I started YouTube. I noticed her ears, so this head mold is permanently made to be like, for hearing aid. And I thought it was something that was just temporary. I thought they would have made it where she would have no more ears for this mold, head mold. And they are not doing that. Right, we are removing her wig. These are hemostats. You can buy them online. Now, the reason why I'm removing my wig is because this is a doll I really want to enjoy redressing. So I got her wig off safely. That is the bond adhesive that they use at the manufacturer. So we did not damage her wig at all. Everything is perfect. It's perfectly reusable. And I will be listing this for $29.99 on eBay. And I will gently brush it out. But as you can see, it's brand new condition. Because I know some people like to customize their dolls and they like to use only original American Girl doll wigs. Okay, get these little loose hairs off her head. Um, there it is. This is what I'm looking for. Alright, so now I'm going to do a little sanding. Normally, I have been using the Gorilla Glue. Today, I went and bought Loctite because the Gorilla Glue, it's not bonding as well. It's acting sticky. So I grabbed this, the Professional Super Glue Liquid. I got the larger size. This is what I used to use a long time ago when I started this. So I'm going back to that brand, Loctite, because it's good and because Gorilla Glue, I get a brand new one. I use it once or not even once and it acts sticky and it's not bonding or gluing things the way that I want it, that it should, or like it is normally. Now you have to be very careful when you're doing this. Make this over. Because when you get close, it's going to leave a mark, like a scratch mark on your doll. So it's important to focus and to just keep a steady motion to stay within the doll's hairline. So this way you don't damage the doll's face, especially the face. Okay. And because I'm bonding, I'm going to glue synthetic hair extensions on her head, which I have not done in a long time, but this hair quality is amazing, and I got the last colors in this. This is a hair that they had ordered specifically for me about several years ago, and I got the last bit left. And so I believe I got a number 2 and a number 4, which is like very dark brown and medium dark brown. Alright, now I'm going to open up my new file. Where are my little scissors? Oh my god, that's right, I dyed my hair last night. And so I took them to the bathroom. Okay. Oh yeah. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because I need the vinyl to be a bit rough. I want it to be look rough so that the synthetic hair extensions and glue can bond permanently, because I don't plan on redoing her hair or taking it off. Never have for any of my dolls I've done. Alright. There. Get all of this wiped off. I'm noticing something different. I noticed the underwear fit. If you notice the side of the doll, the butt doesn't stick out as much. And the underwear actually fit further up instead of down here somewhere. So I think that could have been a part of a change that they've done with the updatedness. This has a slightly different feel. I really believe it's a cotton poly blend. I believe it's mixed, because it's not the microfiber, but it's not the 100% cotton that they normally use. It has a different texture. So they've done something. When you've been doing American Girl long as I have, you know the difference. So now I'm trying to decide if I want to do her face or hair first. I'm going to do her hair first. Okay. And I'm going to use both of these. Okay, so we're going to elevate this with my gooseneck holder. Alright. And I'm going to undo, close my scissors up. I'm going to undo both things of hair. This is 14 inches length, which is a good length. But yeah, this was one of my first videos that went like what I call doll viral here on YouTube with the American Girl, because everybody was like, oh my God, what is she doing? And then everybody wanted their doll done like this with synthetic hair extensions. So this is a beautiful, beautiful brown. And the way I'm going to blend this could be like the highlight. It's got a beautiful, nice, slight curl pattern, wave curl. Very pretty. It's going to look really good on her. And her hair, oh yeah, it's gonna be long. It's gonna be gorgeous. So I start behind the ear, and then stick around. You'll find out. Okay. Now I'm going to move my camera around a little bit here. That's why I wanted the gooseneck. Alright, y'all ready for this? I can finally do a video where you can actually get a really super, super good view on how I use synthetic hair extensions. Now, my synthetic hair extensions do not have little short hairs. All of the hair is long. I'm about to start adding the other color. So this way it's properly mixed. I'm running it through like this so it's nicely snatched on. That was her head. I did not pass gas. Not today so far. Hey, when you lie, some things happen, but I didn't do anything, so we're good. Okay. Alright. So it's already bonding. And this is a beautiful shade of a medium to dark brown. Now I'm coming in with the dark brown. You can tell by the color of the weft. And again, this is the exact hair that I used to use a long time ago. I have more somewhere, I just don't know where it's at. So I had to go and get it. Alright, so now I'm going to come back here. And I'm going to start right about here. Now, I'm barely going up like maybe 1 or 2 centimeters, like 1 centimeter above. Because if you put it directly on top or too close to the weft, it's going to be very bulky. And it's not going to be cute. It's going to be too bulky. And you'll end up needing more hair. And so you want it where it's almost touching but not touching. You don't want it to touch directly on top. So if you look, you can see how I did that. So where I'm putting the glue now, I don't know, people probably don't use this method because people just buy wigs like Dollar Store and stuff. But if you see, I put the glue just barely on top above because once it's laid down, it's going to work and you're not going to see scalp. And I did this, I started this back in 2009. So for those of you who are my regulars, or some of you who are not my regulars, but you've seen my video method of this from like years ago, yeah, I still do this. So already the hair's bonded, and you can see if I lift it up, you don't see anything. But I remember some people asking about what did I do, how did I get the hair to stretch or to last, to go all the way around. You don't want to apply this like super like way sticking right up against it. You want to have like a very teeny tiny little space between because the glue spreads and it will bond. And I'm doing both colors. These are two different colors. And I'm doing them at the same time so the hair can blend well. So they'll be a perfect blend. Don't worry. You don't get it too close to the ear. The hair will go behind the ear. I'm laughing because I still remember those first video of me doing this. And they got hundreds, thousands of views. And over 100,000. And I don't know, it was just like blowing people's mind. And I'm laughing because I thought it was funny. Like I said, I was making like my own cloth dolls before I started doing any of these makeovers with American Girl dolls. And I was using synthetic hair extensions on the cloth dolls that I made and designed. And so when I got my first American Girl doll, I was very disappointed in Rebecca's wig because the pictures in the catalog and online her hair looked thick, it looked amazing. And when I got the doll in person, I was like, oh my God, she ain't got no hair in the back of her head. It was all these short hairs, it was thin. It was such a disappointment. And so I took her wig off. Well, first I went to the beauty supply store because while I was making dolls, I was like, okay, I can go get some synthetic hair extensions, get the Loctite glue, and bond it onto the doll's head. And I took Rebecca with me to the beauty supply store where I go, and I found the closest match that I could get. And took it back home and I poured out my camera. And back then you couldn't go live on YouTube. In 2009, 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, all throughout those years, there was no such thing as going live on YouTube. You had to do pre-recorded. Okay. And yeah. So you see there's a little space in between the wefts. And as you move your finger along, it literally just glides on in place. And I'm going to give her the hairstyle like we saw in the promo pics, where half was up in that big, thick ponytail. Now I'm going to pull her back. Don't worry, it's going to look better as I go. So you see the hair is two different colors, but applying the wefts on her head like this, it blends. The hair is a perfect blend. It is very, very similar to her original wig. I'm not trying to make her look like a completely different doll, but I am going to redo those eyebrows. By the way, the dolls are available for Berry members, the Wicked dolls, both witches. People think Glenda's not a witch, but she's a witch. She's not a princess. Um, so yeah, the dolls are available. They're basically $300. They're $295. So when you add tax, she's $300. Or we did our 310. I forgot when. I don't know. No, I'm not getting them because Glenda, the eyebrows, they did do the idea that I said with the new eyebrows. Also, no lower lashes and little wispy upper lashes. And the lip color is really very close to my signature lip color that I do on my American Girl dolls. So to me, it's more like, you know, why am I going to buy a doll that looks like something I make anyway? So that's why I pick and choose which ones I get. I did get Peaches and Cream because I wanted that dress. And I was going to, I did repaint her. All right. Very little space in between the wefts. I want to say hi to Richard and Jenny. I hope both of y'all, I hope you're doing well, or as well as can be. Jenny, I would like for you, please message me, give me an update on your health condition, but also yourself. I want to know how you're doing, how you're progressing, how things are going. We used to talk often, so I know she's been really busy, but still, I am concerned. Now, I don't apply it too thin, don't apply it too thick. I try to do just enough to get it. You can see the space in between the glue and the weft, and because this is a thick weft, so you don't need to stick it right on top of the other weft. Don't worry, as we progress, I will split the hair down like this way and split the wefts around, and I will show you the difference. Oh, y'all getting a treat today because we gone back old school. It's simply because it was cheaper for me to do this than to buy a wig and then wait. So I felt like, oh my God, to get the thickness, the style I want, I'm gonna do my old school hairstyle with the hair that I would use. And here we are. Because they don't have this in blonde colors. And now it's gone. So I don't have any more of this. I do have some more of this hair sitting over there, but not this curl pattern and style and color. Oh, good, it's bonding quickly. I want to say hi to Diane and Ruby, and to those of you in my membership, I thank you. Don't worry, you'll see it better as I go along. This way I don't have to keep touching the camera. For years, doing this method, I've always thought, I'm not going to have enough hair. I'm not going to have enough hair. I always think that, and I end up having more than enough hair. I need to, I'm actually going to cut this and switch it over, I think. Yes, I am. Okay, now go to the other side and glue that. The reason why is because I'm noticing in the lighting, this looks like the back, and that looks like the side with the hair coming over. So I'm going to close that up like that. You won't be able to tell, see? It blends perfectly. And it's not going to do anything. And I will be able to have all the hair play, a lot more hair play, because it's not a wig. I can apply water, everything like that, after 24 hours. Do I need to switch this one over? I do. I need to do the same thing with this one. Okay. So I need to switch both of these to the other side. Alright, press that down. Now apply this one. There we see the head was sculpted in 2020. The difference between now and back then, I didn't have to wear glasses. Now I do. This is a tutorial class all by itself. And I'm giving it to you in real time. So did you see that it's not done within 5 minutes? No, it takes a lot longer. So you can tell by the yarn, the stitching color. This one is the lighter color. And this one is a slightly darker color. They're both they're different shades of brown, so there's no black. hair color. They're just brown colors. I had to really observe Raquel's wig to look at the colors. There we go. I look at this method, and today I'm thinking about that girl who used Gorilla Glue to glue her weave in. Oh my god. Oh no, glue her wig on. Oh my god. And I think to myself, oh, I hope she didn't see me doing this to that doll and get the idea of using Gorilla Glue to glue her wig on. I cannot be held reliable for that. And remember, pressing firmly and gently is important because this bonds very quickly, but also you don't want it to slide up because if it slides up, you're going to leave a gap and you're going to see her scalp and it's going to look messed up. And do this at your own risk. I've been doing it for years, but also before I even did this, I was making and designing my own dolls, cloth dolls, and using this into the hair. And for people who were making homemade dolls, they'd never even heard of what I was doing. It's like I'll take and learn, but it's like I'm also applying my own ideas, my own methods, and I just get inspired by what I was seeing at the time. But then I had other ideas like, okay, I can make the doll body like this, but yet the way I paint dolls and things like that is completely my own. So I would learn a technique or something like that, and then I would change it, make it to what I had my designing mind wanted instead. So I never really did anything exactly. I've never done nothing like someone else's. I've always made it my own. And when I see so many other people's custom dolls, I'm like, wow, wow, wow. I love it. I love seeing people customize their dolls. Customize it, make it your own. Oh my god, now the weft is acting different. That's strange. The way they sewed it. Now this part is acting like the other side. It doesn't matter. So you can see while I'm applying it, you can see a little glue come in. That's good. That means that the back side of the weft is nicely saturated to bond onto the doll's vinyl. That's also why I was sanding it to make it rough, so that way it could really bond on better. There's no glue getting on my fingers. Like I said, it's about applying the perfect amount where it's not too thin, but it's not too thick. I'm still shocked American Girl has not given us a doll with rooted hair yet. But then again, that would cost more money. You know, it's cheaper for the wigs. And the mod acrylic synthetic hair fiber that American Girl doll wigs are made of, it's very inexpensive. The wigs are cheap to make. And believe it or not, it's actually cheaper to wig an American Girl doll. It costs more money to root hair into their heads. I learned a lot about American Girl doll manufacturing because with VAE, the dolls were, one of the women worked with the VAE dolls at the factory in China. Also worked with the American Girl in the factory. And that was when we were told it cost like $10 to make an American Girl doll. Did you know that? And so they were trying to get the owner of VAE to do wigged dolls, do the dolls with the wig instead of rooted hair. And she said absolutely not. She didn't want her dolls to be wigged, and I'm so glad. So they didn't have the hair, and she had to find a different manufacturer to order the hair that they use exclusively for the VAE dolls. So she would order it from a manufacturer, and then she would have to have the hair shipped to the factory in China. And some people don't understand why it takes so long for a VAE doll and stuff like that. Well, that's because she had to have a different supplier for the hair and the eyes. And then once she got the right eyes, she had to have them shipped to the factory in China. Not an easy task, not an easy process either. pressing downward because it's bonding pretty much instantly, which is great. I mean, it's great if you're used to doing this and you're not going to really have any problems and everything goes like it should, then yeah, it's great. But if you're not used to doing this and you mess up, well, that's an entirely different story. Because you mess up, you mess up. All right. Now, this synthetic hair is a type of Kanakalon, but it's a premium type of Kanakalon. So this is what I've used since way back when. It's exact same brand, hair, everything. Well, it's an exact same order because back when I was doing this for other people, I had them order me a lot of this. So it was my exclusive brand that I used on dolls I did for other people. And so it has stood the test of time and it still lasts. And as you can see, it still looks amazing. I probably got this hair around 2012. They don't make it anymore. I mean, it's definitely been out of manufacturing for years. Because when I went to have them order me more, probably 10 years ago, yeah, 10 years ago, in different colors, it was no longer available. It was a one-shot deal. And I loved it because I had the factory, they made it where this has no little short hairs at the wefts. So when I'm done, there are no little short hairs that are going to be sticking out. Now, with that being said, you cannot apply heat to this hair. You cannot heat it or nothing like that. You can't apply utensils. This is the style you get. This is what you have. So when it comes to the curl pattern or whatever, there is heatable hair. I think it's still available. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I did. But people didn't realize. I'd tell them I sent the tag with the hair because they would have to wet it to apply heat. This particular hair though, you don't apply heat to it. But again, like I said, it hasn't been manufactured in 10 years. Once I got my shipment, that was the end. It was the first and last shipment. So the thing is about these synthetic hair brands and companies, sometimes the majority of them, they do one run and that's it. It's very interesting. Okay. All right, we'll be wrapping it up soon. The good thing is, as you go along, it's like self-closing. So when I started this method, that was one thing I really loved is how it's self-closing. Holding and pressing. Alright, so this is the back of my doll. Okay, girl, let me split your hair down the middle. So, ta-da, you can see how everything blends. Everything looks good. The perfect amount of distance between the wefts. So all you see, you don't see scalp, you don't see nothing like that. You just see beautiful hair. The both colors blend perfectly to give her a nice combination of chocolate brown. I don't know, I wish American Girl did use this type of Kanekalon synthetic hair for their doll wigs instead of the mod acrylic. Oh wow, it'd be great. Less frizzy stuff. I'm laughing because I think about the Wicked dolls that just come out, and people think that Glinda is like a princess or something, and she's not. She's a witch, and she's actually the bad witch. Glinda looks sweet and pretty, but she's actually the bad witch and not the good witch. She's worse than the bad witch. People will find that out, I guess, in the next version. The dolls look interesting. Um, I don't like them enough. I don't want one. So, no, I'm not getting them. So, y'all have fun with that. Okay. I have a custom American Girl doll, and she actually looks like Glinda the Good Witch. I'll show her to you in a moment. I don't know. To me, American Girl's version looks like a copy of mine. Yep, I'm looking over at her. Now, when you do this method, you can't just jump into hair play. You need to give it 24 to 48 hours to completely cure. You need this glue to be purely bonded onto the doll's head. So I recommend waiting 24 to 48 hours before you start doing hair play. So when I used to do dolls like this for people, I used to make over their dolls for them. I would keep the doll for 2 days because by then the paint work, everything was set. And then I would ship it back to them. Now granted, that's been like more than 10 years ago. And I don't do that anymore. I do it for some people that I know. Okay, so I'm going to cut this here lighter brown because I'm going to stay with this color because it's harder to see the weft. And I still have hair left. I'll probably use it on a doll I make or something like that. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to put a little dot of glue there. And then I'm going to use the nozzle and press down without squeezing more glue out. Okay. And so now I'm going to turn that around and glue it down like this. All right. So fill in that little hole, come on a little bit of part of this part of the weft as well. Okay. Use this fingernail to hold that. Gently twist and press down that little corner and press this into that little spot there. And there it is. It's locked inside. And this is how I used to do my doll's hair with synthetic hair extensions. And that's nice and sealed. Now that it's pretty much getting set down in there, I can now cut this off right about there. And still got some hair left. Again, I'll probably reuse that on a doll that I make. Now, I'm going to very gently close the end. That's it, very little. Now I'm putting the top on my glue and using the top of the cap to press. I'm pressing very firmly. There we go. And I'm just going to take the other part of the top where it's groovy, like the little grooves, and press and roll. Make sure the top is closed very securely on the glue, bond, whatever you're going to use. Okay, there. All right, where's her face? Okay, so I'm going to bring this down like that. All right, readjust my lighting here so you can get a better view. So you can see this beautiful chocolate brown. It's two different colors of brown to match her wig, because I wanted her hair to be pretty much the same color. There's her face. So there, nothing drastic so far, but I am going to repaint her. I'm going to do a part 2 video. This here was a hair tutorial. I'll change the name. I chose this hair because I thought this would look cute. The tendrils that I hang down like that. Because I am going to give her a thick front ponytail. Okay, let me readjust my lighting. There we go. So that's how she looks in the front. This is her beautiful brown hair. Oh my god, it's gorgeous. I love the hair. So now you can see the type of wave, body wave, and big curl pattern. I went with this. Again, this hair is 14 inches long. But it's a beautiful, beautiful wave pattern, and it goes great with her. It's going to look good with her clothes, with her beachy outfit, and stuff like that. So I felt that this was the best curl pattern for her. See? It's very much like Samantha's original wig now. And yeah, this is going to look amazing. I can't wait when I'm done. So y'all get to see Artist Gorgeous hair. Isn't that beautiful hair? Oh my god, that's what we live for. Gorgeous hair, beautiful, shiny, silky. All right, so now I'm going to get ready to prep her for a repaint. That way I would get rid of the orangey lip. This is like Peaches and Cream, the Barbie Peaches, the Peaches and Cream American Girl doll lip color. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to give her something more natural that'll go better with her outfit. We're going to give her realistic eyebrows. I'm going to get rid of these lower lashes completely. I'm not going to let her I'm not even going to give her lower lashes. At least I don't plan on it at this moment. So yeah, I am going to redo her eyebrows. I'm going to make them look more realistic. We are going to redo the eyelashes at the top. We're going to get them, we're going to keep them cute and wispy. Just more realistic. That's it. Yeah. So here we go. Get ready. If you want to, go grab a snack, grab you something to drink. I want you to see how pretty this dark brown is. The texture, the silkiness, the shine, all of that. So I got my girl looking fabulous. And I promise she's going to look even better when I'm done. And no, I'm not selling her. Because this is my doll. This is my doll that my moderator handpicked for me in New York. And so, no, I'm keeping her. But, I mean, there's always other things you can do if you want your doll redone. You can always buy one and we'll work it out or something like that. Or, let me think, I've had people give me the money to buy their doll, and then the doll arrived here, and then I repainted it, and then I shipped it to them after doing a video. Alright, so I want to show you how nice this hair is. So it can hold the curls and everything like that. It's really beautiful. It's gorgeous. So this is the hair that, it is the hair, original hair that I used even 10 years ago. So, alright. I hope y'all love all this fabulous hair. Now I'm going to end this video and charge up my phone some more. And we're going to come back and we're going to do paint work. Oh, by the way, so that's where I closed it up. There it is. So it's hidden. It's hidden very well. So when I come back though, all of her hair is going to be in a ponytail in the top of her head. But I'm going to give her a little more time for the hair to be bonded. It's pretty thick. Yeah, her hair is that thick. Very thick. It's gonna be gorgeous. I can't wait to style it. There we go. Look at that beautiful hair. And remember, that's why I did the hair wefts where it was two different colors and I bonded them on the same time. This way it will blend so perfectly that you wouldn't even notice the difference, that it's two different colors. But when I take her outside, or like I'm having this very bright light shining on her hair, it just blends perfectly. See that? Looks like real hair. Looks like real hair. Well, of course, synthetic hair extensions. Well, not all of them look good, but I go with the best, so. All right, we'll take a break and I will be back. And when I come back, we are going to give her a beautiful repaint. And we're going to really bring her into her own, looking like, um, you know, the way that I feel would have represented Girl of the Year, Raquel Reyes. So I'm making over her look to match her personality, to match her look, to match her style. So this way it doesn't, she's painted like any other doll with this face mold. Same eyebrows as Maritza and some others. This is kind of thin, then it bushes out in there, and it's just, I mean, I'm glad American Girl did a different design and created some different eyebrows, but this one is not my favorite. It's very masculine for me on a girl doll. So I'm going to touch it up. We're going to whimsy this. We're going to make it look more feminine. We're going to make it where it goes better with her head sculpt and provide a more girl look. Because honestly, this is what a 15-year-old would look like with makeup. Doing her eyebrows, putting on lipstick. So we're going to get rid of that orange lipstick and we're going to give her a more neutral, natural lip color. And I have not decided if I'm going to make it glossy or matte. And we're going to do our eyebrows where they don't look like they were over plucked in this area right in here. I'm going to make that look a little bit more whimsy and thicker and then bring it up into a side arch and then come over. And I'm going to do her lashes through here and I'm going to do it very whimsy. So we're going to do an eyebrow, something like that. That is something I did live. So I'm going to give her an eyebrow that kind of looks more like this instead of that. So we're going to go with that eyebrow. What is that portable SSD? Something I got. Oh my goodness. Look what I got today. Do y'all like that little stinky butt? I picked this up today. She has her La Fufu. Uh, I don't know if that's available or not. I don't know. I doubt it. I don't think it is. It was cheap. All right. So I'll be back in a few. There you go. Go grab a snack. I'll see y'all in a few. We do a repaint. All right. All right. Look at this gorgeous. Look how long the hair is. The hair goes down to her knees, but with the curls, because they're beautiful body wave curls, it goes to here, which is perfect. So, all right. I'm going to go for now, and I will see y'all in about 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. Hit notifications, hit subscribe, and that way you can watch me repaint this girl's fabulous face. Oh my god, look all in there. See? Two tones, two beautiful colors, perfectly blended. There we go. All right.